What's up, everybody? So, how to quit smoking weed. First part, set a day. Follow through with the date. Set a date that you know that you'll follow through with, whether that be at the beginning of the month, the end of the month. Set a date and stick with it. Me, I stopped smoking last year in July. You gonna have a relapse whenever it comes to quit smoking. Like, you probably won't buy it, but you may be around someone and they smoking it. And that don't mean like go back to like your old ways, because you most likely won't if you spend 6 months without smoking. That don't mean like that you just gonna go back to buying it and stuff like that. But yeah, rule one, set a date. Part two, I say get you a good accountability partner. You know, whether it be like one of your friends that's real supportive or whatever, just let them know that you're trying to quit weed. And if they don't support it, then find you someone else. Shout out to my boy Jay, that was my accountability partner. And I say rule three, I say don't hang around like your friends or no one that you know like that's gonna be smoking. And if they are smoking, then either leave the room or go back home, because people are gonna start offering you like weed and stuff whenever you quit. They ain't gonna care if you're trying to quit or not. They're like, bro, have fun. Like, nah. But week 1 to 2, I say, will be like the boring week. Like you're gonna have a whole bunch of time on your hands that you don't know like what to do with. You're just gonna be like, because you've been smoking so much that you pretty much like you don't really know what to do with like your time, because whenever you smoking, you're not really even paying attention to like the time. Like that time just really flies by whenever you smoking. So yeah, week 1 to 2, you're gonna be real bored. So week 3 to 4, you're gonna have slight urges and stuff. Well, I ain't even gonna say slight, like them mugs probably gonna be kind of heavy, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, you're gonna have urges to smoke, but this whenever you talk to your accountability partner or whatever, don't be afraid to talk to them. Tell them like, shh, like, you've been thinking about smoking, and if they try to tell you some stuff where it's like, man, just go and have fun, you already done went 2 weeks. No, you need to go 6 months. 6 months without weed. Go 6 months without weed. If they doing all that, probably find you a new one or just do it by yourself. So yeah, week 3 to 4, that's when people just gonna start trying to give you deals. Your homeboys probably gonna try to smoke with you. People probably gonna try to offer you some weed and stuff like that, but don't do it. Month 2 and 3, how did month 2 and 3 go for me? The urges was like a lot heavier, but I was determined somewhat, but then again, I was like I ain't go back to smoking or nothing, but I was like, man, this kind of don't feel worth it, but just keep going. Replace a bad habit with a good habit. So by month 2 and 3, I just started buying shoes and stuff. Like, I was like, well, since I can't smoke, I might as well spend my money on something that I can actually use every day. So then I just started buying shoes or whatever, and just racked up on shoes over time, and like that's 6 months, and now I got more shoes. So replace a bad habit with a good habit. Find a hobby that's for you, that you feel like that would be worth it, whether if it's, I don't know, collecting cards. I don't know. Find something else to do to just get your mind off of it, and so that you just don't spend the money. So I'm gonna say by month 4, 4 and 5, month 4 and 5, you're gonna have like a bunch of weird dreams. Like from month 3 to 5, really month 3 to 5 is whenever it's gonna start. You just gonna have a bunch of weird dreams, and pretty much it's just like your brain like just kind of getting like how I want to say activated, but I don't really know what you'd even call it. I guess you'd say rewiring itself, getting activated again, because you know whenever you smoking, some people really don't dream like that. Like me, whenever I was smoking, I wasn't really dreaming like that. So I have dreams about like zombies chasing me, dying, just a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But you're gonna have like some strange dreams. You're probably gonna wake up with cold sweats, but you know you're gonna be all right though. And by month 6, this is whenever you just like you don't want weed, but I ain't gonna say if someone offer it to you like you gonna want to smoke it, but you ain't really gonna want to smoke it like that. And this is like pretty much whenever you just feel like, I want to say cleansed in a way, but you ain't really gonna want to like smoke or nothing like that. And pretty much by month 6, like your habit is pretty much broke. It takes 6 months to break any bad habit. It takes literally 3 to 6 months to break any bad habit. So like month 6, you just gonna be like, no, I don't smoke no more. Like you just ain't gonna want to smoke no more. Like, yeah, I relapsed 4 times this year, but I still don't count as like I'm a smoker or nothing. Like I smoked back in January, I think June, July, and sometime earlier too this year, I think. Yeah, I think sometime earlier too this year. Yeah. But don't see a relapse as like, oh man, I'm back a smoker. Like someone said that to me before. They was like, bro, you relapse. So you gotta start all the way back over. No, that's not what a relapse mean. Like you just learn from it, keep going. Like no one's perfect in life, but the longer you go without it, the less you're like gonna want to need it and want it, and you still just gonna see yourself as like. Don't get discouraged if you do relapse on smoking and be all like, man, I'm a smoker again. Shoot, I gotta go back to buying weed. Like, no, don't see it like that. Like, just, clear your mind, realize, what you did. And shoot, if you wanna keep on not smoking, then keep on not smoking. It's just simple as it. But that's pretty much how you quit smoking weed. I quit back in July 2022. And it's like I said, I relapsed 4 times this year. It is what it is. Do I think I'm still like a stoner? Because no, last year I was smoking pretty much every day. I smoked 1 to 2 times a day. And I was doing that for like a whole year because I started back in like 2021. And don't be one of them people, oh man, sure, I ain't never gonna stop smoking. Because you say that, you literally won't stop smoking. Like your words have power. So don't be all like, man, I ain't never gonna stop smoking. No. But like me, I ain't never been one of them people. I ain't never been like, man, I ain't never gonna stop smoking. And it's like, you know how before you start smoking, people be like, man, bro, he don't smoke, he must be lame. But then whenever you do start and then you fit in with the crowd, it's like, I don't know, it just feel off. But then whenever you quit, people want to congratulate you. Then you're going to have some people being like, man, you can't do it. It's hard. It's hard to quit smoking. A lot of the reason why people say this type of stuff is because they believe that they can't do it and they haven't made it up in their mind. Like you got to make it up in your mind that you just absolutely want to quit smoking or any negative habit that it may be. Like you make it up in your mind, you can do it. But one more thing, I forgot to say this, so this is going to be an edit. One more thing. Don't reminisce about how you used to smoke weed too much. Because whenever you do that, because I know because this happened to me, whenever you reminisce on how you used to smoke weed too much, you literally going to relapse. And that's like, literally that's how I relapse every single time because I reminisce on just think about it. I be like, dang. I kind of miss smoking with my homeboys, but don't go back to it. stay on track, probably just reminisce probably a few times, but don't do it too often. I was doing it too often. Don't reminisce about how you used to smoke too often. But yeah.